On July 2, 2024, at courtroom 26B of the Southern District of New York at 500 Pearl Street in New York City, the trial of Miles Guo, which officially began on May 22, entered its 27th day. The prosecution rested their case after calling 35 witnesses. Today is the second day that the defense began to call witnesses. The third defense witness, Jianhu Yi, appeared in court. Mr. Yi has been targeted by China's State Security Police and Public Security Police in China. During his direct examination by defense lawyer Ms. Schroff, Mr. Yi revealed that the reason he came to testify was to clarify the truth about himself filing the lawsuit against Miles Guo. Mr. Yi said that while he was living in Shanghai, China, on October 23, 2020, at approximately 2 p.m., two plainclothes Chinese state security police officers came to his workplace and took him away. He was first detained for 11 hours without any contact with his family. His cell phone was confiscated, and his Gmail and Twitter accounts linked to his GTV account were searched by the police without his consent. The police told him that he'd committed the crime of investing in the hostile organization that is trying to overthrow the national government. The police then showed him a case file and told him that he faced 3 to 5 years in prison for investing in GTV because the Chinese state considered it an enemy. The police also told Mr. Yi that they could easily imprison him if he did not cooperate with them. Later, Mr. Yi was contacted by the police on WeChat to meet with them on several occasions. During their second meeting, the police confiscated his GTV share certificate and told him that he would lose all his money because the GTV investments were all fake. During his third meeting with the Chinese State Security Police on October 27, 2020, Mr. Yi was told to file a lawsuit against Miles Guo in the U.S. The police instructed him to contact Dodo and use Dodo's website to file a complaint against Miles Guo and ask for his money back. During his fourth meeting with the Chinese State Security Police on December 4, 2020, he was told to write a letter to the GTV Investment Committee demanding the withdrawal of all his investments, and he was ordered to draft the letter in front of the police at the meeting. The police then told him to send the same letter to get back his investment in G-Dollar and G-Club. On January 8, 2021, during his meeting with the Chinese State Security Police, the police told him that they would find him a lawyer in the United States and pay his legal fees to file the lawsuit against Miles Guo in the United States. As instructed by the police, Mr. Yi wrote a document detailing all of his investments in G-Series before bringing a computer with a VPN installed to meet with the police again. During the meeting, the police gave him the email addresses to send these letters. Mr. Yi was coerced by the Chinese State Security Police into filing a criminal complaint against Miles Guo in the United States. Mr. Yi testified, "When I filled this report, I opened Dodo teaching of reporting, how to report, and there were few police sitting right next to me. I filled the form according to their instructions, every word." At the direction of the Chinese State Security Police, Mr. Yi filed the complaint with the FBI, the Attorney General, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal. According to Mr. Yi's testimony, although the Chinese State Security Police had arranged an American lawyer, Arthur Rangel, for Mr. Yi to file the lawsuit against Miles Guo, Mr. Yi was not allowed to contact his lawyer. Mr. Yi and his family left China on November 5, 2022. They first went to Macau, from Macau to Dubai, and from Dubai to the United States. After Mr. Yi and his family settled in the U.S., Mr. Yi sent emails to his American lawyer, Arthur Rangel, telling him to stop representing him in all cases involving GTV and other investments in New York, because the complaint was false, it was not his own intention, and he didn't want his GTV investment of $180,000 back. Neither did he want his $30,000 investment of G-Dollar back. Mr. Yi and his family are currently under the protection of political asylum in the United States.